This is Collin Rogers, meteorologist Collin Rogers from WVVA in Bluefield, West Virginia.
Exactly.
You're a long way from West Virginia,
oh, yeah.
But you've got roots in Michigan.
Yeah, that's right. My mom grew up in Michigan. My dad lived in Michigan for a point of time, and my grandma, uncle, my cousins are all still here. They're on the east side, so over the Detroit metro area.
Sure.
But certainly familiar with Michigan. We get up here all the time, visit them. So.
And really, now that you're here on the better side of West Michigan, look, you're only a couple of hour trip away, so that's a beautiful thing about that. You and I were driving around a little bit this morning.
Yeah.
Talk about what you drove through.
Yeah, well, some heavy rain, that's for sure.
Yeah.
A little soak getting out of here. Some minor street flooding in and around the area, some low-lying areas. I'm blanking on the name of the park.
Axtell Creek.
Axtell Creek, yeah. Was a little high today.
Yeah.
As we were coming down that hill there on Howard Street.
Yeah, so it's the Howard Hill Park. West Midge is a typical sort of dicey spot when we get a lot of rain in a short amount of time. And you know, sometimes when you haven't had a lot of rain in a while, instead of being absorbed, it just kind of sits there. And you know, we both drove through that. So you're going to talk about this at noon.
Yeah.
Kalamazoo County, at least the center part of the county, flood advisory until 4, right?
Yeah, exactly. 1-2 inches have already been picked up, and could even see another inch before the afternoon's over. So.
Yeah, and that radar still looked pretty juicy, right?
Yeah, exactly. So we'll be keeping an eye on it, and I'll be doing the noon show, so I'll bring you the latest updates at noon with the latest rain, updates on the flood advisory, and all that kind of good stuff.
And not only getting his feet wet with News Channel 3 Live at noon today, but also tomorrow, so this is really exciting.
Oh yeah, we'll be doing the same exact thing tomorrow, catch me at noon, and then into the weekend as well, Saturday and Sunday mornings. I'll also be ready to go.
That's your shift. So you'll see Colin every, outside of vacations and holidays and so forth. Saturday morning starting at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Cut-ins all the way through 10, and then Sunday morning you guys start at 7.
Yeah. Yeah. Get to sleep in a little bit.
Yeah. Look, every minute, every hour makes a huge difference. I know this sometimes seems really simple, but like some of the things that we like to say when it's we're in sort of a flooding situation, like you don't know how deep the water is, you got a really low-lying vehicle, and you want to try to find an alternate route. What are some of the things that you like to remind people of in these moments?
Yeah, I mean, turn around, don't drown. You probably heard that saying a whole bunch, and it's true because people still drive through flooded roadways, and that's still the leading cause of how people get in trouble. So you always just want to make sure to do that. Just avoid low-lying spots if you can. If you know those problem spots on your routes, you're headed to lunch. Take another route. May take an extra 2-5 minutes, but hey, it's easier than trying to drive through the flooded roadway.
You get a couple of inches of water, let's say you get that in your wheelbase, and then that can sneak into your engine, and then that's the last thing you need. So try to keep everyone safe here. So tell us about where you went to school and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, so
I was living in Virginia for middle school, high school. So I went down to Southwest Virginia, to Blacksburg, and was at Virginia Tech for 4 years. So I double majored in geography and meteorology.
Awesome.
So it was a great time there. Got to go on the Hokie Storm Chase. For those not familiar, we go out to the plains for about 2 weeks, 15 days or so.
Sure.
Got to see a tornado on our first day in Nebraska, and most of it was spent down in Oklahoma and Texas. But it was a great time. So that really got to put experience in the classroom into the real world. So that was awesome.
And look, you and I were talking about this yesterday a little bit when you were in West Virginia in May.
Yeah.
You were dealing with some sort of crazy upslope winter weather event, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Tell us a little bit about that.
May, don't really like to see snow, but we were seeing flurries at my station, but we have some higher elevation, snowshoes, a great place to go skiing up in the higher elevations of West Virginia, probably the most rugged terrain of West Virginia. And they received 12 inches in one day in mid-May. The next day, they did it right over again. So about 2 feet of snow in the span of 48 hours in mid-May. That was interesting.
When we get snow in April, we groan, or rain snow mixes, and sometimes that carries over into May, and we never ever want that. So so we're going to see you at noon. I'm looking at the map here, and I'm looking at our camera analogy. That doesn't look quite as bad as it did this morning.
Yeah.
But you notice the U.S. Drought Monitor, which doesn't include what's falling today, but you notice the U.S. Drought Monitor is still showing some areas that could use some rain.
exactly. Yeah, certainly dry across the region and moderate drought for southern counties along that Indiana-Michigan line. So definitely could use the rain. It just seems like in some areas a little too much, a little too fast. But we could all certainly use the rain at this point.
Coffee, tea, maybe no caffeine. I'm not sure how you begin your morning, but you referenced pumpkin spice this morning.
Yeah, I'm a pumpkin spice guy, at least in September and October, and then November transition into peppermint flavored stuff.
Okay.
You got to go with what season it is.
Sure.
So, yeah,
sure.
Kind of go along with that.
And my mom is famous for joining me on my Facebook Lives.
Oh, yes.
She and my dad are having coffee in the morning, feeding the cats and all that kind of stuff. So your mom will be jumping in as well on the News Channel 3 Watch Now app.
Oh yeah,
right?
She's going to be watching all the time, that's for sure. They're actually flying today, so they're not investing.
Okay.
But they're going to be watching it over.
Brothers, sisters?
Sister.
Okay.
That's actually why they're flying. They're going to visit my sister. She's in Iowa, so a lot closer now than I was when I was in West Virginia. So she's in Iowa City, just graduated from the University of Iowa.
Okay.
She's still there.
That's right. So she's a Hawkeye.
Oh yeah, dad and sister are Hawkeyes. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about you outside of the world of weather. What do you like to do in your free time? You have a cat in Shadow?
Yeah, my cat Shadow loves spending time with him and, in the house, I'm always buying him new toys, spending time with him, cuddle sessions, stuff like that.
Sure.
And I'm big into, exploring, hiking. I'm so excited to go visit all the different towns, all the lakeshore towns. It'll be great. I lived in Chicago, born and raised in Chicago, so just being around Lake Michigan again, super excited, and especially West Michigan along the lakefront. I haven't made it out there yet, but that's on my bucket list to do real quickly.
So on the comments below here, mention some spots that are your favorites that you should check out. And
restaurants, all that kind of good stuff. I'm looking for it.
We got to start getting ready for the noon, but before we do that, do you have a go-to food or walk us through that? What do you like the most?
Yeah, I guess food. I'm big into seafood. I love crab cakes. I got expensive taste, but love that kind of stuff. Lobster rolls as well.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, lobster pizza. It's awesome.
Lobster pizza.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you haven't tried it, it's awesome.
My family vacation is in Maryland, so I used to work in Maryland about 20 years ago. Big crab cake guy, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah. The Old Bay. Never heard of it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. 100%. So please join meteorologist Collin Rogers. News Channel 3 live at noon. So in a matter of about 54 minutes here, you update us on the flooding, live Doppler radar. You look at the weekend again, which is
a lot cooler. It's going to be a reality check. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So please join Colin. We're thrilled to have him here at News Channel 3, and we know you're going to be great.
Oh yeah. Thrilled to be here. Excited.
Thank you.